All right, sports fans, we're here with Associate Head Coach Jimmy Hendricks. And, Coach, we're just back from a several-day trip to Longwood, Florida. It didn't turn out exactly like we wanted, but we did finish second in the state, and we are headed to the national tournament.
We are. We ran into Florida Southwestern, who ended up beating us 2-1. We didn't have a good weekend of hitting. Pitching and defense did pretty good. And we came back through and lost to them, and then ended up playing Seminole in the District 8 championship.
Okay.
And won that to qualify for the national tournament.
Fantastic. So we didn't win the state championship. We came in second in state, which we're super proud of that. And now we're headed to St. George, Utah via Las Vegas because nobody can actually get to St. George, Utah in an airplane, right?
Well, they actually have an airport in St. George, but the tickets are about $700 more
than go
flying
into
in Vegas.
Okay.
And then we'll fly into Vegas and then spend the night there and then drive up to St. George, which is about a 2-hour drive.
Okay. Now, we certainly had a good showing in the state tournament. I want to talk about some of the players that were named to the all-tournament team. Infielder Bobby Morris, outfielder Jordan Gayton, pitchers, of course, Crystal Goodman and Morgan Gorey named to the all-tournament team.
Yeah, I mean, and they did well. And then we had, one of the freshmen that led us in hitting who didn't make the team was Lauren Finch, who actually hit the home run against Florida Southwestern. And I think she hit 455 on the weekend, which is, well for anybody. But for a freshman to step in and do that, it was great. And then, we just got to clean up some stuff. Pitching and defense was fine. We can get better in them areas,
right.
But, we managed. And then offensively, we just didn't have a good weekend.
It just didn't happen this weekend, which is really odd because I think most of you watching this know that we were 42-0 at one point. And it didn't look like anybody could possibly beat us. And, we stubbed our toe one time against Gulf Coast, but then finished out the conference with, more wins. And then we go to the state tournament and don't really swing the bats as well as we had the whole season.
We did. We got down there, and I looked at it when we got done. I think we hit 238 as a team.
Oh, my gracious.
And
wow.
That's not very good. Now,
that's not us. Huh?
The good thing about it is we do have good pitching, and
right.
we can play defense. And then when we do get kids on, we can run. So, we managed to scrap some runs and beat some teams. And then, and Florida Southwestern, who won the state, who's the #1 team in the country.
Right.
They're there for a reason. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
If we do what we're supposed to do, I think we got a real good chance. And going to St. George, everything changes. The field changes. The air is a little thinner. And, the atmosphere changes. So we'll see what we can do.
All right. Now, I'm not trying to hold you to anything, but you told me a few weeks ago that you thought it would be almost as manageable to try and win the national tournament as to win the state tournament. And it looks like, we've got an opportunity to do just that.
We do. So far the teams that's qualified, it's going top half of the polls and the bottom half.
Okay.
There's some teams in there that any given day that can beat you. But there's a lot of teams in the state of Florida that's pretty good too.
Yeah.
And playing the state tournament and getting our kids into that environment, coming out and being nervous. I mean, that's one thing I've seen with a lot of our kids, and especially our freshmen who hasn't been there, is we didn't play well offensively because we were a little jumpy.
Right.
We were nervous and just didn't execute.
Yeah.
And going to the national tournament, it's going to be the same thing, and hopefully we can overcome that. And the other teams are going to be there too, and hopefully our pitching can keep us in it, and sooner or later we wake up and swing the bat.
Now, do we know who we face first in the? No.
We won't know until really Sunday, possibly Monday. Once we get out there.
Okay. And again, guys, we're playing on May 16th through 19th in St. George, Utah. So stay tuned to the Chipola website. We'll have links so that you can hopefully see the game live.
It is. We're actually taking our video crew, and it's Mary Lee is one who's done it all year for us, and a couple of our players that's not playing. One's injured. That's going to help with the camera, and then hopefully we can get somebody to do play-by-play, and it's going to be on Team.
Okay.
The #1 sports.com
okay.
/Chipola Athletics, which there will be a link on our website that has that, but just in case.
Okay. Also, we had we had 6 players on the all-state team. Alexis Grant, who turned out to be a great surprise this year. I mean, she got better and better, and actually played a lot of infield this year. For where did she play at?
She played first base. Last year she was an outfielder DP.
Okay.
This year she stepped in and played first for us. And throughout the regular season, I think she ended up hitting 504.
Good gracious!
And had a couple hits at the state tournament. And then you've got Morgan Gorey, who ended up being on the all-state tournament team as an at-large.
Right.
They've changed some stuff, and really, I think they changed it for her.
Okay.
Because last year, coming out of conference, Crystal was our conference pitcher of the year, and Gorey didn't get anything but second team.
Right.
Because you could only have one pitcher.
Right.
Well, during the meeting last year, they voted to have an at-large that could be an extra pitcher.
Could be another pitcher.
Because of the numbers she put up.
Right.
And then this year.
And they're almost identical this
they
year
are.
in their production.
And they voted her as, the at-large first team All-State.
That's great. But also, Crystal Goodman named, so that would be state pitcher of the year?
She was state pitcher of the year.
Wow. Fantastic.
She was state pitcher of the year, which, just number-wise and at the state tournament, she did pretty good.
Right.
I think she had the 3 wins we had, and Gorey had 2 saves. So,
Man.
they threw
Fantastic.
well.
So what's the key? What's the key moving forward? I mean, do we just need to keep doing what we're doing defensively and pitching, and we just need to start hitting again?
We do. We need to, and we're going to back to the basics.
Right.
We're going to start with a tee today.
The tee and the bucket and all that.
And
Yeah.
just learn how to fill it. Something we got down there was we're trying to hit a pitch and we're getting nervous. We're getting out front, and we're just never on time.
Right.
And we're just going to go back to the basics and start working again. We got about a week to work, and then we'll fly out and get out there, and we'll have 2 days of practice out there, and then see what happens.
Right. Now, I'm sure you're going to play some stay hot games here over the next few days. Can we tell the fans about any opportunities to come see you guys play?
Well, Thursday and Friday of this week.
Okay, which is what would that be? May 11th and 12th, something like that. Is that right?
10th and 11th.
10th and 11th. Okay.
10th and 11th. We will have some inter squad.
Okay.
That'll probably start at 2 or 3.
Okay.
We're trying to figure out what's going on, what else is planned, and stuff around here. We've got prom this weekend.
Right.
With our oldest, so we're gonna miss that on Saturday. But just try to play inter squad then. But really, right now we know how to play. Just got to figure it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, Coach, we're really proud of y'all again. You and your wife, head coaches of the year in Panhandle Conference this year. Candela Figueroa, Panhandle Player of the Year. Crystal Goodman, Pitcher of the Year, and also State Pitcher of the Year. So a lot to be proud of, and we're just so proud of everything that you guys have put together this year. I think we had the biggest turnout that we've ever had for any game in the history of Chipola softball when the Chinese national team came in, which was a great thing. And I see that my old friend Jenny Finch is now on Dancing with the Stars, which just makes her legend even greater. And we can always say that we had her here at Chipola a couple of years ago.
She did. She came and did a camp for us, and was a great person.
Absolutely. I mean, a wonderful person.
She was down to earth, and something that kind of gets overlooked in what we do. This is the 4th year in a row we went to the national tournament.
Wow, that's incredible.
And in the state of Florida, it hasn't happened before.
Yeah, man, fantastic. Well, Coach, we wish you all the best, and we're very proud of y'all. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.